Because today was release the air cut day for the movement that's going on. I gotta go out and get something to eat. We'll be back. But I just wanted to talk about this. So I saw what Invincible is from Amazon Prime. It's interesting. It's a sort of teen take on the development of somebody becoming a superhero, something that Man of Steel kind of did already, but nonetheless, interesting take. And apparently, he can come back after getting damaged really badly as well. It's pretty cool. Um, so that's interesting. Invincible. It's an animation, of course. Um, you know, it's an interesting take on superheroes with different variables in there. So that's cool. I might watch it, the series. People are raving about it. I don't really. It's kind of like what did I say? It's kind of like for me. It's like everybody's trying to steal Zack Snyder's what Zack Snyder was doing, and everybody's trying to do superhero takes on that now. It's really funny. When I listened to Mark Miller was criticizing and still criticizes Zack Snyder's work. Yeah, Mark Miller comes out with something so fucking shoddy. Jupiter, what is it? Jupiter Legacy. That shit looked cheap, low budget, like a CW piece of shit. It looks cheap as hell. I know it's going up on Netflix, but I'm not impressed. Like Superman would say, not impressed by it at all. Looks cheap, and the story's a family thing, kind of like. Again, Superman and Lewis is kind of covering that shit too. They're all trying to cover now because Zack Snyder's the guy that really talked about family, right? Zack Snyder's the one that brought these family dynamics into superhero films, if you think about it. So Zack Snyder is the trendsetter. Got all these guys now running behind. Oh, I got a story. I got an idea. Oh, yeah. So you criticize Zack Snyder, and then afterwards you try to steal his ideas, and now you get inspired by him, and you do your little sitcom, as we call it. Come on, man. As to the MCU, this is what I got to say about the MCU. More of the same. I'm not impressed. Once again, just giving you my personal opinion. Eternals, meh. Superman returns home or whatever. Nah, not excited about it. What? They showed recaps of the MCU and supposedly touching moments, which just fell flat for me because it feels all Hollywood. It feels like actors playing roles. It doesn't feel like you're in with the character. You know, it just, you know what it feels like? It kind of feels like Bad Boys 2 or Bad Boys 1, where the actors are overdoing things. You know what I mean? They overplay, they overact because they know they're in a movie, kind of like, it's that kind of shit. I'm not really into that. Just letting you guys know. That ain't my thing. Like I said before, the best thing out there is the Snyderverse, which these stupid execs are trying to get rid of. So dumb, so stupid, it's so retarded, it's so brain dead. And the only people with some kind of common sense is AT&T. You know what I'm saying? But the retards, man, the retards are on high alert. You know, I don't know why these guys want to be like Marvel. There's a set of people out there looking for a realistic, grounded take on characters. We don't want Hollywood. We don't want bullshit. Zack Snyder was giving us something that we really wanted. I can't believe it. Like, I'm gonna make this video short so you guys can respond in the comment section below. Those of you who agree with what I just said and can feel what I feel and understand how alienated you're gonna be from anything that sounds like a superhero genre, then don't forget to comment in the comment section below. All right? That is why we must restore the Snyderverse. Because that's the only thing that really adds to anything and gets me excited about anything when it comes to the superhero genre. Otherwise, I'm just going to walk away from the superhero genre again, like I did before. Because there's nothing that excites me about these movies. I am a big grown-ass adult, man. I ain't no fucking 13, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, or some little child that's excited about everything. Oh, I read this in the comics, and so, yeah, I get to see this. It's not like that, man. All right? You know, it's amazing. All this pretentious shit that's coming out now. This copying Zack Snyder's model. You know why Zack makes so much noise when his stuff comes out? Because people know it's going to be good. It's going to be something that's complete. When you see the visuals, when you see everything, it's going to be good. Ain't going to be no stupid Godzilla versus Kong. I watched stuff on that just a minute ago. And that shit too. My boy Picashays, he broke it down. And okay, some of the story kind of makes sense. But for the most part, come on, man. All they wanted to see for it was the bang out. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. Go a little deeper, below the surface, man. You got to do something, man. So none of those movies excite me. Very few movies in the DCU excite me. Shazam, I hope they come with a good take on it. And it feels a bit grand, a bit weighty. And the cinematography need to be on point. Everything need to be on point, man. If you want to tell a proper story. Ah, man. Anywho, man. I just decided to share that with you guys. Snyder Cut killing it in China. Snyder Cut killing it in the UK. Let's see if we can make it third weekend. Snyder Cut be killing it everywhere. This movie is doing exceptionally well. And we already know, I told you guys, what we need to do is the next thing that AT&T needs to do. Sorry about the F-bomb. But just forget, man. Forget WB. Like, listen. Them execs need to do whatever AT&T tell them to do. Because their time for playing that foolishness is over. So if AT&T tells them, get that Snyder Cut in theaters in China. Get it in theaters in China. And while you're doing it, I wouldn't say worldwide release. Because China, definitely there's a tremendous demand for it right there. They should be working on getting that in China ASAP. ASAP. Don't muck around, don't fool around with it. Get it in China. It don't need to be in theaters all around the world, but if there's one place that need to be in theaters, it's in China, because we already know the COVID regulations there allow for people to be able to go see things in theaters. So what the hell is wrong with you? Go do it and break some numbers and break some history, break records. And you know what's the amazing thing about this thing? I think Boss Stu was talking about this, as well as I think it was Small Screen. You know what's so cool about that? The cool thing about this is this, that the Snyder Cut, people have seen pieces and parts of the Snyder Cut before. Now, some people say, well, oh, man, it's so good that they kept this in there, and they kept, no, it's Zack Snyder's footage that Joss Whedon utilized and changed and varied in many of the things. So a lot of the memorable scenes that you saw in the Snyder Cut, in Justice League, in Joss Whedon's version, was Zack Snyder shot scenes that they changed and varied and put music to and all that stuff, right? If you look at Whedon's cut, the action scenes don't look as good as Zack's cut because of the lighting and the weighting, how they, did the physics on it, Anywho, man, we're going on 10 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up right here. I got more to say, but I'm going to talk about that another time. Until then, you guys have a good one. God bless you guys. Did I leave you guys with a piece of scripture? I didn't leave you guys with a piece of scripture. I'm going to leave you all guys with a piece of scripture here. I'm going to leave you all with a piece of scripture here, and I'm out. Real quick. It's 10 minutes already. Over this weekend, there's going to be a big boxing match between Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders. I got Canelo winning. You guys can tell me who you got winning. But I want to hear your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget you can subscribe, share, as well as you can donate via Western Union or MoneyGram. I'm always accepting of donations. All right, let me see what you got here. Luke says, so the chief priest and the counselors and all these people, they asked him, they said, are you the Messiah? Tell us. And he said, if I tell you, you will not believe. And if I also ask you, you will not answer me, nor let me go. So I'm telling you now that the Son of Man shall sit at the right hand of the power of God. All right. Basically, it's a saying that I kind of like because, again, it applies to everything. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean. What is to be is going to be. Like, for instance, if I tell you what is to come, you may not believe me because you think of who I am as a person. So when I said to you guys, hey, yo, the Snyderverse is going to be restored. AT&T is going to restore the Snyderverse, right? That's a definitive, concrete statement. But who am I to be saying it? You say, well, you're not qualified to say that and whatever. Okay, fine. So the same thing with Jesus. Jesus came to the priests and council when he was brought before them after they ambushed him in the night. And Judas betrayed him, brought him before a committee, and he was saying, you guys ain't going to believe me. If I answer you and I tell you something, you're not going to believe me. And if I ask you a question, you're not going to answer me. So I'm going to just tell you, I'll lay it out to you. You going to know who I am when you see me standing at the right hand of power, which is God. And of course they said, oh, he blasphemed. And they thought that was grounds to kill him for him telling the truth. And basically, I'm just saying that that's a principle of life. Somebody comes up there, stands in front of you, and shows their gifting. Shows you something that you've never seen before. You know what most people in the world will want to do? Kill it. They want to stifle that. Get rid of it. Destroy it. And this is the same thing that happened with Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, we all know this. I've been saying it for the longest while, and a lot of you agree with me in my sentiments. He's not an insider, okay? That's the first thing. Second of all, he's not a Hollywood insider. He doesn't live in Hollywood, and this is confirmed through Christopher Nolan, all his wife, and so on. The second thing about Zack Snyder is, and he's not a right winger either, okay? So y'all could can it with that. You know, I see a lot of right wingers trying to ride with Zack Snyder. I mean, look, Zack Snyder's a humanist. He's not a right winger or a left winger. All right. And let me make it abundantly clear. Zack Snyder is not a dude who's like Donald Trump. So please don't equate him to Donald Trump. He's not Donald Trump. He don't behave like Donald Trump. He don't act like Donald Trump. His movies are not purporting what Donald Trump purports. Okay? He's definitely not a nationalist. He's more of a globalist than he's a nationalist. Okay? So for those of you who don't understand that, too bad. Okay? And he promotes Christianity. So the right wingers will be like, yeah, they promote us. And we're like, nah, Christianity ain't a right wing thing. I'm just going to let y'all know I'm burst your bubble right there. Okay. All right. So he's somewhat controversial in the sense that he kind of touches on things that could hit a nerve. They're almost like taboo things sometimes. And he does it with superheroes. He does it in his life. I had a good friend of mine who she would do things like that as well. She'd just pull and hit you with a taboo thing, which you think is bad, but then she'd take aspects of it and show how that is good. She went even as far as to pull things from Adolf Hitler and showed that those were good qualities that he was striving towards, but the way how he went about doing it was wrong. So, you know, I'm just going to say that, you know, people tend to, you have to watch. That's what Gina Carrozza was doing. She's very provocative. And I'm going to say it again. She said nothing wrong. She said nothing wrong. And for those people who take a hard stance, oh, she's right wing and blah, blah. Listen, she did nothing wrong. Gina Carrozza did not one damn thing wrong. And she's a right winger. And you got to understand the principles behind what's going on. And the reason why I say what I say, I'm not playing around when I say Hollywood should never have fired her. And here's the hypocrisy of Hollywood. They fire her for saying that Republicans are persecuted like Jews. All right? This is what broke the camel's back, apparently. And yet, they won't allow Ray Fisher to portray his humanity and his culture on the screen. They're willing to vilify and they're willing to blackball Ray Fisher for this. It don't work like that. And you got to call a spade a spade. So just because you got a label on you, oh yeah, I'm a left winger. Well, guess what? Joss Whedon was a left winger. Jeff Johns is a left winger. But they racist as fuck, okay? I'm put it broader. I know some of you don't want to hear the F word and stuff, but I'm going to say it just like that so you can understand. I want to be as crass as possible with it. Okay? So you cannot pretend. That's why I always said to people, a guy that comes up and throws 12, 13, 15, nasty curse words at me might be actually a better guy than somebody who's clean spoken and everything, but their heart is dark as night and they're doing really evil things. Okay? Really evil things, undermining other people, undercutting other people. Yeah, you speak clean, but your heart's nasty. You know what I mean? Just saying. And that doesn't excuse cursing, of course. So, my point anyway is that, yeah, I look at this and I'm saying to myself, bruh, for real? No, you can't do that. You know what I mean? No, you can't do that. So I'm just saying that, when I look at the entertainment industry and what they're trying to do to Zack Snyder, certain people who got certain agendas against him, and it starts with Jeff Johns, apparently. And I listen to Mark Miller, all these jealous sons of bitches. Jealous sons of bitches. So sad. Can't do better, but here you are criticizing the dude. Hating on him. You know what I mean? And this is why the industry had turned against Zack Snyder, because it's an insider. It was somebody on the inside that was sabotaging him. Fucking Jeff Johns. And freaking Kevin Tsuchihara. That's where it started with. Them motherfuckers. Because Jeff Johns was angry that he was left off of the project of Man of Steel. Man. So anyways, man. When I hear the truth, now I know we should really, hold fast to Psalms 37 and 73. I know. Because, you see wicked people do all kinds of things all the time. But it is just vindictive and wicked what these people did. Which is why I'm kind of pissed about it. Because the truth's coming out now. Completely. And, yeah, I'm a bit angry about it. I know other people were angry before, but they were angry because they were feeling hopeless. They didn't feel like they could do anything for this. I know we're going to do something going to happen with the situation, but that doesn't stop me from being somewhat angry about it. I know the situation is going to change, but it still doesn't change the fact that I feel angry about it. And I have a right to be angry about it too. It's kind of like a righteous indignation, except I shouldn't be cursing and swearing. But other than that, yeah, I would feel angry about that. Anybody would feel angry about it. And I'm just saying, this dude did nothing. He never tried to, step on anybody. All he did was his creative freedom and trying to direct a movie. And even then, he would compromise with people just so that he could get what he needed to do. And then people say, well, Zack Snyder was subverting and so on. Well, of course, Terry and Zack Snyder were going to subvert in the industry. Of course, they're going to subvert because there's something real. There's something better that you can bring to the picture. And that's what he did with his movies. How can you be telling and dictating to a director who wants his creative freedom so he can do whatever he wants to do? How can you be dictating to him, oh no, you can't put Darkseid in the movie? Oh hell yes, we're going to put Darkseid in the movie. I shot Darkseid in the original movie. You're gonna take away that from me? Oh, you can't put Martian Manhunter in the movie. Oh hell yes, I'm putting Martian Manhunter in the movie. Oh, you can't put Green Lantern in the movie. Oh hell yes, I'm putting Green Lantern in the movie. You can't tell me I have my creative freedom and then you want to take it back away from me. No, it doesn't work like that. So, this is Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's still not Zack Snyder's Justice League because they didn't allow him to put his Green Lantern in there. Okay? So, at the end of the day, great movie, and we see what it's doing worldwide. And I'm going to say this. Zack Snyder's Justice League is better than any freaking MCU movie. I know my boy Leroy Kong said that, but I'm going to say it now. It's better than any MCU movie that has ever come out. It's better than any one of those movies I've seen on Amazon Prime or anything like that, or on Netflix. Any superhero movie, it's better than all of them. And what is to come is better than all of them. And he already gave us a preview of what's to come. And we already know it's better than all of them. All right? All those other movies, I'm not interested in them. I'm not. Superhero movies, I'm not interested in them. Okay? This stuff is revolutionary like the Matrix back in the day. And that's the truth. Anyway, I'm on 21 minutes. I could have kept this video shorter. But I want you guys to comment in the comment section below. Don't forget this now. Comment in the comment section below if you agree with what I'm saying. If you don't vibe and agree with what I'm saying, you can comment too. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. But comment in the comment section below. Because I know there are a lot of you out there that have the similar mindset and similar sentiments to me. I know there's a tremendous section of people, and clearly there's a tremendous set of people in China who appreciate good storytelling. Grounded realities, great mythos, and they don't care if it takes 5 hours to get that thing out there the way that it should once you get it out there. Some people like more. I want more. If I could get a 5-hour cut in Zack Snyder's Justice League, I would watch it. 10-hour cut even, because his storytelling is so rich and full, and you're getting a lot for your time, which all these other things, none of these movies out there even come close to it. Okay, you're talking about like a Lord of the Rings kind of really mythical epic. You're talking about epics. You don't do epics every day. They don't do epics every day. You know what I'm saying? And just because them directors can't do it, they don't have the grade to be able to do that, doesn't mean that you got to be jealous of the man for his ability to do epics. Okay, you can't do epics, too bad. Okay, and all of them try to copy and they say, "Oh, Zach, oh yeah, that's easy, slow motion." But it's easy. It's easy, huh? How many of you successful at doing it? None of y'all. So stop being jealous bastards, man. Stop being jealous of the guy. All right, the man spent most of his life preparing himself for what he was doing. So it's not like he just came overnight. Oh yeah, I can do that. It's not easy like that. All right, and the people around him are very skilled, talented people. I can't wait for the next one. I can't wait for Justice League 2. I can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. I know it's coming. I know it's gonna take a little while, about 2-3 years, but I can't wait for it. I know after Justice League 2, it's gonna be Justice League 3, and then he's gonna be done. He's gonna be done. I don't know if he'll do any more movies for DC. He'll be doing the Army of the Dead stuff. And I'm looking forward to Army of the Dead too. Oh, those picturesque shots. How he take out them zombies and shit. But I don't know what the movie's going to be actually about. And I know there's going to be a lot of Justice League 2 hints. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not really into zombie movies. That's not my thing. Horror's not really my thing. Brightburn was a horror. Hey, shout out to James Gunn. Salute to you, brother. You do. Again, James Gunn do James Gunn. When you see James Gunn style, you know James Gunn style. You know what I'm saying? James Gunn do James Gunn, bro. But Brightburn, oh shit. Brightburn was, woo! If y'all haven't seen Brightburn, it's a pretty grounded movie and it's very horrific. It gives you the creeps. If you haven't seen Brightburn, go watch it. That's a movie I recommend, highly. Scary as hell though. It scared me. And how creepy it is and everything. Yeah. So I'm just saying, man, you want to see dark, Brightburn's dark. Brightburn is dark. That's some dark ass shit. I'm gonna get you guys later though. Peace.